Okay, yeah, he's a crafty dude. Yeah, he's a good one. Yeah, good.
Okay, got to be here somewhere.
Yeah, I know him.
Kevin left me something right on the top to read before the meeting.
Right.
No, that's Pete's lights on.
Well, we're in a position to have it tweaked then, the way we want it.
For that cost.
For that, yeah, I know, for that money.
And he said, wait, I just started, I'm sorry. So that was the cost for labor.
So
And
this
he-
is no, this contractor's everything.
But this,
What do I
And
have
this
going
is his
on?
everything.
and this is everything.
And that's his everything. But 21.2 of that is labor. I'm like,
He's gonna make money at 10.
so according to
You
this,
have your stuff and
this is the only guy that itemized the materials.
Mhm.
He said the materials were about 5,400, but he was also making a weird choice for instead of using round posts for where the gates were going to go, he was insistent that he had to upsize to like a 3x3 square. I was like,
Hey, have you ever seen, imagine if you were a cylinder per bottle,
Yep.
cut on an angle like that,
Mhm.
or gate thing to center it back to zero, you cut it on an angle. Okay, and as it turns, it ramps up and in fact, it's automatic gate closer with no springs or anything. Yeah.
All right, you guys ready?
anyway, I just wanted you to have that.
Yeah,
If we could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So before we start, I have just a note from Kevin Bean. To the citizens of Johnsburg, I'm very truly sorry I will not be able to attend tonight's last meeting. Unfortunately, I came down with a cold last night, and given it is only 9 days until Christmas, I really didn't want to pass it on to anyone else. I want to thank the people of Johnsburg for the opportunity to serve this community, and I want to acknowledge and thank my fellow board members for all their hard work and assistance these past 2 years. I also want to wish the incoming administration best of luck in 2026. With sincere regards, Kevin Bean. So I'd like to call the regular town board meeting for December 16th, 2025, meeting to order. First item is a resolution to accept the meeting minutes from December 2nd. I need a motion. And to make this easier for Jean, I'm going to announce the motions. So when she listens, she can get minutes. So first from Paul, second from Arnold. Any discussion?
Yes, I want to point out that I was stuck in my driveway for the first part of the meeting. So it says all were here for 4 and 5. I would have voted yes, but I was actually not here to vote for the resolution. So we need to cross my name off for 4 and 5.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Second resolution is to repay a loan and close the comprehensive plan capital fund. The comprehensive plan project was completed by the town and we've received final disbursement. The general fund is owed $84,340 for the loan to the HE Capital Fund project. After final disbursement and loan repayment, there is an additional balance of $12,068.16, which will be moved to the general fund. This resolution then is resolved to close the capital fund, repay the loan, and transfer the remaining balance. I need a motion to bring this to the floor.
Motion?
First from Anna Bauer, second from Arnold. Discussion. Without any further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next is a resolution to establish capital fund project, HG, for the Crane Mountain Road Bridge. Per the 284 agreement that we signed previously, there are two bridges and roads that are going to be replaced. One is at Riverside Station, the other is Crane Mountain. This is through JMT Engineering, I believe. But this is setting up capital fund project, transferring 50,000 from highway fund balance into this bridge project. I need a motion to bring this to the floor.
So moved.
Paul being a first. I will be a second. Any discussion? Without further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next is a resolution to establish a capital fund project for the Riverside Station Bridge. Same amount of money, different account for a different bridge. It's a capital project. I need a motion to bring this to the floor.
So moved. Second.
First from Arnold, second from Paul. Any discussion?
That's a good, that's a good project. That one has been washed out quite a few times. They've had difficulties handling that for a while, so good thing to get done.
Awesome. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Next is a resolution to authorize prepayment. Home Depot credit card statement arrived after the abstract for this meeting. The first national credit card statement for the highway and library did not arrive in time to be included. The accounts will incur late fees if we don't pay them. This is pre-authorizing payment of those before the next board meeting. I need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
First from Paul, second from Anna. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The next is a resolution to hire a temporary MEO. The superintendent would like to hire Matthew Cleveland to cover the duration of the leave. We have a vacancy due to leave of absence at a pay rate of $21.50 an hour starting December 17th, with the pay rate being $22.36 an hour after January 1. It's budget neutral, and this temporary position would end when that person comes back from leave. I need a motion to bring this forward.
Motion?
Second.
First from Anna, second from Paul. Discussion? Without further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next is a resolution to rescind Resolution 1225. Resolution 1225 was passed January 7th, 2025. It was a resolution that was passed during the organizational meeting of the beginning of the year. That resolution read, whereas the town of Johnsburg in order desire to establish a cooperative relationship that enables order to establish a wastewater system to facilitate the on-time opening of the Ski Bowl Lodge, we're recognizing the town of Johnsburg's commitment to the approved municipal wastewater district. Therefore, let it be resolved, the town of Johnsburg grants order permission to design, construct a wastewater treatment system on town property outside the Ski Bowl Park that is sufficient to service Ski Bowl Lodge. Now, therefore, let it be further resolved that the parties understand that no construction will begin with respect to the project until terms herein are acknowledged. This resolution was passed at a time where we did not know if we were going to be able to close the funding gap and begin construction. The resolution today reads, whereas the town of Johnsburg has acquired the funding and has awarded the bids for this project and it's under construction, and Orta is a member of the district and will be hooking up to the municipal sewer system. And where Resolution 1225 is no longer required for this project, this is a resolution to rescind Resolution 1225. So I need a motion to bring this to the table.
So moved.
First from Paul,
Second.
second from Arnold. This resolution, when the short of it is when we awarded bids, this resolution became irrelevant in the sense that awarding bids and moving forward with our town sewer project negated the need for a second wastewater treatment facility. When this was looked into, it became apparent at the time that the DEC was not going to permit two separate wastewater discharges into the North Creek at the site behind Town Hall. The other thing that it became apparent was there wasn't enough room. We're at a point today where, we're under substantial construction. We've got project deadlines. So that is rescinding that resolution. Any conversation, discussion? None. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next is a resolution to authorize the fabrication and installation of a railing around the open top containers at the transfer station. The Department of Public Property and Programs manages and maintains the transfer station. There's no rigid railing that currently exists to protect patrons from falling into the open containers, which presents a safety hazard. Whereas fabrication and installation of a steel railing system was planned for and budgeted in 2025. We have gotten 3 quotes. The town would like to go with the quote from Ordways Welding and Fabrication at a cost of $10,000 to be paid from budget code A8160-4. Let it further be resolved, the town of Johnsburg authorizes the bookkeeper to issue a $3,000 deposit check to Ordways Welding and Fabrication. Need a motion to move this to the floor.
You have.
Second.
First from Arnold, second from Paul. Discussion.
Other than common sense, I'm glad to see we're doing it.
Yeah.
And Peter, thank you for the effort you put into it, getting the bids, doing everything correctly here.
Now
Yeah.
it's happening.
Yeah, this is, there has been instances where people have fallen into the bin. And it's a liability issue. This will be built to meet OSHA standards. And I think it's great all around. Hopefully lower it. I can't tell you that.
A lot
I'm
less
not.
than somebody suing us for falling into containers.
Yeah.
It is something that appeared on the last walkthrough with Nymer, with our insurance agent. It was something that they have asked us to do for several years. We just weren't really in a position to do it. And I will say, what's gotten us to this point is all of the other changes that we have made and the hard work that we've done up there over the past year. The installation of the scales, instituting the fee structure that we have now, it's really allowed us to make the necessary improvements that have been needed up there for a long time. So this is going to be a really good addition to the transfer station.
Without further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The next is a resolution to dedicate the youth softball field at the Ski Bowl Park to Coach Philip D. Goodman. We have 2 resolutions for Coach Goodman. Pete, I'll read this one here. This one is, whereas the town of Johnsburg owns and maintains a youth softball field at Skibo Park in North Creek, which does not currently have an official name. And whereas Coach Philip D. Goodman was a longtime youth sports coach and dedicated volunteer who was instrumental in the creation of several youth fields in Johnsburg, including the softball field at Skibo Park. And whereas after 30-plus years of serving local youth as a coach, summer youth program director, mentor, and role model, Philip D. Goodman departed his life peacefully and surrounded by his loving family on December 6, 2025. Now therefore, let it be resolved, the town of Johnsburg Town Board does formally dedicate and designate the youth softball field at Skibo Park as Coach Philip D. Goodman Field. And let it further be resolved, the town of Johnsburg Town Board authorizes the Director of Public Property and Programs to commission formal signage to be placed at the field. And let it further be resolved, the town of Johnsburg Town Board authorizes the Director of Public Property Programs to organize a dedication ceremony to be held in the spring prior to the annual youth baseball and softball season. I need a first for this.
Motion.
Second.
First by Ms. Bauer, Councilperson Powers, second from Councilperson Hyde. Discussion.
None needed. Great.
All in
Very
favor?
Aye.
Aye. I'm sorry, Bob. I did not.
I did not.
Very well, thank you. No, but my son, my older son was, I saw him as a coach in high school and how he respected the kids under him. He was fantastic.
Thank you. Further discussion, or are we ready to vote? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do you want to switch to
Yep.
substitutes? Okay.
Yeah. Pete, you're up.
I think we just pulled a little flip, right, with
Yes,
12
yeah,
and
yes.
11 and 12 or 12 and 13. Since we're talking about Phil, again, if you did not know him, man, I could go all day trying to describe the type of person Phil was. As a kid growing up, playing Little League for teams that he coached, having him as a sub in school, again, having him as a coach in high school, and then even kind of in my adult life with the being on the town board and him still working for the town in the youth program. Just so many ways that I knew Phil and got to know Phil, and I was privileged to do that. So I was really happy when I was asked if I would read this resolution in memoriam for him tonight. And I'm going to try to do it the best I can. The Town of Johnsburg Town Board Resolution in Memoriam Philip Goodman. Whereas recognizing Philip Goodman departed this life on December 6, 2025. And whereas Phil has served his community diligently with dedication and experience as a town board member, town highway superintendent, summer youth program assistant director, and as a member of the Zoning Board of Appeals for over 30 years. And whereas Phil had served the community of Johnsburg and its youth with coaching numerous sports, becoming a role model to many of our youth with commitment to quality service. And now, therefore, at a regular meeting of the Town Board of the Town of Johnsburg, it is resolved that the members of the Town Board hereby express their appreciation for the many years of service beyond the call of duty rendered by Philip Goodman to his community, and hereby express their regret for the loss to his family, to the town, and to the community. And it is further resolved that a copy of this resolution, as inscribed in the minutes of this meeting, be submitted to his family in suitable form, executed by the supervisor of the Town of Johnsburg. And I don't think that the family was able to join us tonight, but we do have a signed and framed copy of the resolution that will be going to the family. And again, our community has lost a really, really great person, a great coach, a great mentor, a great friend, great volunteer. And I know we have a lot. Bob makes a good point. There are a lot of people like Phil in our community, and that's what makes it so great. But this one hurts. This one definitely hurts. So thank you guys for recognizing Phil for all of his time. So
Thank you, Pete. I need a motion to bring this to the floor.
Motion.
Second.
Further comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Next, I'm going to call Anna to the podium.
So I am the Town of Johnsburg Town Board. This is a resolution that I am very pleased to read in appreciation of Arnold Stevens. On this day, December 16th, 2025, we, the Town Board, present the following resolution to recognize Arnold Stevens for his dedicated service to the Town of Johnsburg residents. Whereas Arnold Stevens served the Town of Johnsburg residents as town councilman for 36 years with dedication and commitment, called a steady, fair anchor by other board members. Whereas Arnold has served this community as a volunteer for many years, 35 years as a volunteer firefighter, several years as a hunter safety instructor, delivering Meals on Wheels, and many more. Whereas Arnold has served as a pastor for the RWJ and Pottersville United Methodist Church for many years, he was instrumental in starting the senior committee and getting it up and running for our town senior citizens, residents. And whereas Arnold's rational approach to community-centric, caring decision-making has been instrumental in ensuring enduring economic, social, and cultural progress for the town, therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Johnsburg formally acknowledges and extends profound appreciation to Arnold Stevens for his extraordinary service from January 1st, 1990 through December 2025. Thank you, Arnold, for all you've done. And as a token, we feel that in his service, he deserves a purple heart.
Thank you very much. I guess if I were looking to say anything at all, it would be, it has been truly an honor and a privilege for myself to be allowed to sit in the chair as a council person for the number of years, serving as best I could the needs and the dreams and the hopes for all of our town of Johnsburg. And someone has asked me at one point in time, what you plan on doing now that you are retiring? A little while ago, I was notified that our car needed some new tires. So we got 4 new tires, and now that the car has been retired, we're looking forward to whatever journeys and experiences lie ahead. And I would say the same thing for myself, is now that I am retiring, I am looking forward to whatever journeys and experiences lie ahead, and looking forward to whatever service I am still able to give to our community. So I thank you all, and I thank all of the folks who have helped serve in the past to bring me to this point where I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Arnold.
I'll make a motion, bring this to the floor.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Arnold. Supervisor's report is in our packet. We need to pass a resolution to approve that? I don't know. Yes? Okay. So I need a motion to bring this to the floor
Motion?
Second.
and discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And warrants are, I need a motion to bring those to the floor.
You have it.
Second?
And I guess we got that one part corrected? Yeah. Okay, so voucher number 943, Peter Olszewski allotment that is under the highway fund will be moved to the general fund.
Okay. That's in the email.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Committee reports.
Quiet with the solid waste. Hopefully we'll be getting going again after the first, I'd imagine. Like to continue, we've had a lot of really good progress in that department. It's been very gratifying. Hope we can continue to, although I don't know how much more good we can do, but we'll keep trying. Oh, I know. I'm being somewhat, a little bit.
We'll be working a lot on recycling, but I want to give special thanks to Peter O, who has really jumped in. He wasn't really happy to have this job in the first place. He's doing a great job.
Fantastic. I agree. Yeah.
It wasn't so much that I wasn't happy about it, it's that I didn't know too much about transfer stations when I started. It's been a great learning experience, and I gotta say, I've been very pleased with our solid waste committee. I appreciate all the work that Pete, Judy, and Paul, like, having you guys to bounce ideas off of, steer me, help me figure some stuff out. Like, it's been really good to work with you guys. I don't know what Mark's plan is for next year. I hope that our committee will continue, and I do
Like that.
we've got all the low hanging fruit now, but there's definitely more to
Oh,
do,
absolutely.
and we'll figure it out together, I hope.
The recycling thing, anything we can do down that path is excellent. That's a good thing to do. Cut the waste stream more, get back into use, get another use out of stuff. I'm all for that.
There will be some end of the year reports coming to the board, and I know some of you will be here, some of you won't, but I still, my plan, as soon as I can finish them, you'll be getting my public property programs reports, which will include transfer station, parks, buildings, and then you get the safety officer one as well. So, once we have those to look at, then we'll really see where we want to go next.
Very good. Thank you.
All right. We had a great childcare committee meeting last night. Erin Morris, Allison Gagnon. Thank you, Bruce Dunkley, for showing up, and Mindy as well. There's an existing larger grant effort with stakeholders in the region, including Warren County EDC and the Town of Johnsburg Child Care Committee. Our efforts are being connected with it. So part of that is going to be us finding out and providing them with the specifics of the market demand in our community. Initially, we thought that the survey that was going to go out would be more traditional direct to mail, But after last night's meeting, we realized we could do a lot more of this digitally. For those of you who have children, you may be familiar with Parent Square, which is the tool that schools use to give information to parents. So there's lots of digital ways that we're going to be able to get this information out. So following that initial round of information, which will go out in the beginning of January and be collected by February, we're going to follow in Warren County footsteps, which they did the broadband survey. So we'll get that first round of information and we'll follow up with a more detailed survey online. And that survey has already been developed thanks to help from the Birth to Three Alliance and Kate Ryan. We've sort of sent it out and they've helped us pick through and make sure it's a little more detailed. So that survey is going to go out in January. We're very excited about it. And last night's meeting was very productive, very helpful. And the next one will be on, let's see, January 7th at 5:30 p.m. at the same place, Tannery Pond. We hope more people will be able to attend.
Awesome. Parks and Pete's Park programs have Lights On Decorating Contest of 2025. The Town of Johnsburg Department of Public Property and Programs would like to thank all 8 local businesses, nonprofit organizations, and families that entered our 2025 Lights On Decorating Contest. After careful consideration of our panel of 4 community judges, the following winners have been chosen. In the nonprofit category, we have a first place winner of $200 cash prize to Tannery Pond Center. In the business category, the first place winner, $200 cash to the Hungry Crow Hudson River Trading Company on Main Street. The second place winner is $100 cash for Kelly's Good Eats on Route 28 in Weavertown. And finally, the residence category, first place winner of a $200 cash prize is the Waldron family who live at 19 Osborne Street. Second place winner of a $100 cash prize is the Gale family who live at 28 Fairview Avenue. In an effort to share the Christmas spirit, the 3 remaining families who entered this year's contest will each receive a runner-up cash prize of $35. We'd like to thank all the families, businesses, organizations that participated this year, and we look forward to growing this townwide decorating contest next winter. Thank you to the voluntary judges, and may everyone enjoy a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Department of Public Property and Programs. I'd also like to add that the town, the new lights that we purchased are all up and hanging, and for an old curmudgeon like me, it felt pretty damn holiday spirit. So great job, Pete. Sewer Committee, we continue to meet. Matt Parabeck, who's an incoming town board member, is fully up to speed on all things sewer. Contractors are plugging away out back. You'll see the big crane has left the area. So the big concrete heavy encasements and the guts were put in and the caps were put on. So a lot of that heavy lifting is done there. We got construction schedules today. That's been shared with all parties. Matt will be taking over the sewer and overseeing all of that as we move into the new year.
Town of Johnsburg Senior Citizens Committee. In this past year, our committee has successfully gained funding for a kindling grant from the Adirondack Community Foundation that allowed us to host a very informative senior day. Priorities identified from that event are now guiding the committee to advance a set of goals and objectives that are in alignment with the town's comprehensive plan. And we were able to add to that plan the idea of creating an age-friendly town. The committee also took on several additional initiatives. We implemented the Home Fit program with funding from AARP, developed an ongoing information campaign with a flyer for the Johnsburg Central School newsletter, started activities at the senior center, and focused on the issue of the meal site. We were also instrumental in gaining passage for the senior and disabled persons property tax exemption. And we are looking forward to another progressive year in 2026.
Awesome. Next item is privilege of the floor.
Thank you. I'm Arthur Webb. I'm a member of the Seniors Committee, and here's a letter that the committee prepared to Arnold. Dear Arnold, the members of the Seniors Committee want to thank you for taking a leadership role in establishing a new standing committee for seniors and taking on the chair role for the committee. We know the meeting on December 3rd is your last meeting and that you also are stepping down from the town board after serving 36 years. We are very appreciative of your years of service to the town, especially opening the door for the senior committee to have such a productive and exciting year. Under your leadership, this committee successfully gained funding for the Kindling Grant from the Adirondack Community Foundation that allowed us to host a very informative senior day. Priorities identified from that event are now guiding the committee to advance a set of goals and objectives that are aligned with a comprehensive plan. The committee also took on several additional initiatives, implemented the Home Fit program and funding from AARP, developed an ongoing information campaign with a flyer for the Johnsburg Central School, newsletter, committees started at Activities Senior Center. We are looking forward to another progressive year in 2025. On behalf of the committee, thank you.
Anyone else? Privilege of the floor.
My name is Bob Nessel. I've been living in this town for 64 years. Now, we're starting to get to the point where it's going to be very important to have a management team to make the sewer district work. It's highly, we're dealing with chemistry, civil engineering, and fluid flow, all kinds of interesting areas. And unfortunately, it looks to me like the way things are going, it's moving pretty much the same way as the planning area, the planning period that started 10 years ago or so. But unfortunately, as the planning got closer and closer to a time when it was either get something going or forget about it. Well, they got something going. But interestingly enough, the people that were on the planning committee didn't have a dog in the race. Guys, for example, and I have a great respect for Chuck Barton, but unfortunately, he was a strong member of the planning group. But fortunately, he hasn't got a dog in the race either. And Barton's is very, very tucked back in the back northwest corner of the town. But they've had their own battles to fight. And now we're going to have a new town board, pretty much. And Anna, I think, is the only survival of the last election. And maybe there's somebody else, I don't know. Oh, Paul, yeah, Paul, sorry, Paul. Yeah. And there's going to have to be a management group that's going to take hold of this project. But it doesn't look to me like anybody on the new town board has a dog in the race either. So I am suggesting that you spend a lot of time thinking about who should be the members of the Directors Commission. And this is all very legal through the New York State Department of the controller has a lot to do with these districts. And so it's all very legal that if the board came up with the solution to the management team that didn't have anybody elected on the town board, or maybe only one person was an elected member and the rest of them were citizens, and hopefully they would be citizens that have a dog in the race. I wonder if it's going to happen, because we have a district, a water district in North Creek. And sure enough, the members of the town board have been running the water district totally for as long as I've been around here anyway. And there's never been a member of the water board that was not an elected member, and most of the, and about 110% of the time, the person elected was part of the controlling party in the town. So it's time to change and get a little different set of circumstances to operate this sewer district, because first of all, it's going to be a very difficult thing to manage, for the simple reason that the planning committee allowed the range of the extension of the part of the construction of the system. They allowed it to be reduced to the point where at this stage in the game, it's doubtful that there's enough real estate in the district to make it feasible, to make it to turn in enough cash to pay for the operation of the system. So there's a lot of problems that are gonna arise when the system gets connected to the 2 or 3 big users, but the big users are not going to be able to pay the whole bill either. So it's a big problem, and don't be discouraged if maybe the thing doesn't start right away until there is about, well, who knows when, but let's get some of the big users in the community into this program, which is going to allow more construction, but that should have been handled in the beginning. So good luck. Thank you. Good luck to the people that are in the district.
Anyone else? Privilege of the floor.
I don't know if she's on anymore, but Bill's daughter Carrie reached out and she thanked us for the kind words about her father. She said that it really means a lot to the family, and said that they were excited to hear about the field dedication, and they definitely look forward to being there in the spring. Good.
Awesome.
Thank you guys again for doing that.
Thank you. Kelly, coming down? Okay.
Kelly Nessel. I wasn't going to come to this meeting. I haven't been feeling very well the last couple of weeks. But I wanted to come because I think that the last meeting of the year is a very appropriate time for all of us in this community to say thank you to the entire board, every member of the board and the supervisor, of course, for their efforts. This is a tough job. You don't see very many people lining up saying, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. You know, they're far and few between. We know because some of us have reached out to various people and say, hey, how about running for office? How about doing this? And they look at you like you got 10 heads. So it's not easy. And it's not easy when people are always bitching and complaining and griping and never saying thank you. So I just wanted to make sure that we, as a group of people who come here regularly, and those of you who listen from home, do thank these fellas and lady for their efforts. And because well, we've already thanked Arnold for his 30 odd years and much appreciated. But I think we need to say thank you to the two people who are leaving. Jim has worked tirelessly on the major issue at this time of the sewer, making sure all T's were crossed and I's dotted. He's got it this far, and he's worked very hard on this. He also gave away his pittance of a salary to supply transportation costs for the kids to go to Minerva during the summer project. I think we should not forget that. And then, of course, Kevin, I've spoken to Kevin before about this, but one thing I thought that these guys got down pretty darn well over the last 2 years is how to keep these meetings participatory and making an effort to hear people from the audience. Because I know this was something that ticked him off or ticked many people off before. And so I think they've done very well with that. And I was reminded of that tonight when I went looking for the, what do you call this thing, the agenda, and saw also the packet. That was never available to the public before the meetings. Now you can go in and look at the packet and say, oh, this is what they're talking about. And that's a big step forward for the town and for the way the government has been run. And I thank you all for that. Merry Christmas, by the way.
And anyone else? Privilege of the floor. With that, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, folks.